In this short video, I'll show you how CrateDB fits seamlessly into a wider ecosystem of third-party tools and frameworks. Many of these integrations are made possible through CrateDB's adoption of the Postgres wire protocol. This is a huge topic, and I'll only be able to scratch the surface here. If you're interested in a specific integration that's not mentioned in this video, check out the associated resources, which include links to the relevant parts of the documentation containing much more detail. Let's spend a few minutes reviewing some of the most popular tools and integrations. As CrateDB uses standard SQL to insert, update, and query data, it's a natural fit into a wide ecosystem of tools, frameworks, and programming languages. Streaming data can be ingested and indexed at speed from message brokers such as Kafka or Apache Flink, as well as MQTT brokers including HiveMQ. CrateDB fits into your workflow when using platforms such as Apache Airflow. And of course, many other tools and platforms that support Postgres will also work with CrateDB. Once stored in CrateDB, data can be accessed from a wide variety of tools and frameworks. These include popular visualization tools such as Grafana, Tableau, and Power BI. And don't forget that with drivers and SDKs for all of the popular programming languages, you can also easily integrate CrateDB into your own applications. We've spoken about CrateDB's Postgres compatibility a lot here. But don't forget that there's also the HTTP endpoint that opens up more integration possibilities, especially for bulk data ingest. For the remainder of this video, I'll show you how to access